Well done. You've officially challenged the most dangerous species alive. Humanity had been part of the galactic community for only 20 years, but those 20 years had changed everything. Before first contact, humans believed they were alone in the universe. After first contact, they learned that they were one of hundreds of species, each with its own history, strengths, and fears. Many alien civilizations had been watching Earth long before humans ever left their solar system. They observed quietly, studying human behavior, trying to understand a species that could create art and war with equal passion. Most aliens agreed on one thing: humans were unpredictable. Captain Daniel Hayes stood on the bridge of his ship, the Horizon Star, staring at a field of distant stars. He was not a tall man, and he did not look like a warrior. His calm face and steady voice often made others think he was only a diplomat. In truth, Daniel had served in several rescue missions in difficult negotiations, and he had learned that strength did not always mean aggression. Beside him, Lieutenant Lucas Grant monitored sensor readings. Lucas was younger, energetic, and sometimes impatient. He respected Daniel but often wished their missions had more action. Across the bridge, Olivia Brooks adjusted control panels with careful focus. She was the chief engineer, known for solving problems others considered impossible. Maya Collins, the ship's diplomatic officer, quietly read reports from nearby systems. The Horizon Star was not a battleship. It was classified as an exploration and support vessel, designed for peaceful missions. Its crew had been sent to monitor trade routes near the edge of human space, where several new alliances were forming. For weeks, everything had been quiet. Then the first distress signal arrived. Lucas turned toward Daniel. "We're receiving an automated beacon from a cargo vessel. Signal strength is weak." Daniel stepped closer. "Location? Outer shipping lane near the Caldor corridor." Maya frowned. "That area is supposed to be neutral territory." Olivia looked up. "I thought trade convoys passed safely there." Daniel nodded slowly. "They usually do." "Put the signal on main display." The screen showed a damaged human transport drifting in space. Its hull was scarred by weapon impacts, and several compartments were exposed to vacuum. Silence filled the bridge. "Any life signs?" Daniel asked. Lucas shook his head after scanning again. "No survivors detected." Maya's expression grew serious. "This could cause political problems. If a human ship was attacked, our leadership will demand answers." Daniel felt a heavy weight settle in his chest. The loss of life always affected him, even after years of service. "Record everything. We need evidence before we make assumptions." As they approached the wreck, sensors picked up strange energy signatures. Olivia leaned closer to a console. "These weapon patterns don't match known pirate groups." "Then who did this?" Daniel did not answer immediately. He studied the damage carefully. The attack had been precise, almost surgical, as if the attackers wanted to send a message rather than simply destroy. Hours later, another distress signal arrived. Then another. 3 human cargo ships had vanished within the same region. News spread quickly through galactic communication networks. Neutral traders began avoiding the corridor. Rumors started appearing in public channels. Some claimed humans had angered a powerful warrior species. Others suggested this was a test of human defenses. Maya received a transmission request from a nearby alien envoy. She listened carefully before turning toward Daniel. "They say an Alliance fleet has entered the sector." They are known for dominance rituals. They challenge weaker civilizations to prove superiority. Lucas frowned. So they attacked unarmed cargo ships to test us? That is one possibility, Maya said. Daniel exhaled slowly. Send a formal message requesting clarification. Keep the tone respectful. The reply came faster than expected. A large alien vessel appeared on sensors, its shape angular and imposing. The ship broadcast a message across open channels. The translation software struggled at first, but the meaning became clear. Humanity has entered a domain beyond its strength. You will withdraw from contested routes or face consequences. Lucas shook his head. They're threatening us. They want a reaction. Do not give them anger. Some species believe respect comes through confrontation. They might be expecting a display of force. Daniel considered that. Humanity had faced similar misunderstandings before. Many alien cultures saw diplomacy as weakness because humans preferred negotiation before conflict. He ordered a second message, this time inviting peaceful dialogue. The alien commander responded with laughter transmitted through the channel. Their next message included recordings of destroyed human ships, displayed like trophies. Olivia clenched her jaw. That's cruel. Daniel's eyes hardened slightly, though his voice remained steady. They are testing us. In the following days, the alien fleet continued moving through the region, intercepting vessels and blocking trade routes. They avoided attacking military ships but focused on civilians, creating fear without triggering full war. Human leadership advised caution. Reinforcements were still days away. Meanwhile, Daniel began preparing. He gathered his crew for a meeting. We cannot escalate without orders, he said. But we also cannot ignore what is happening. Our goal is to protect lives while preventing unnecessary conflict. Lucas leaned forward. What's the plan? We learn, Daniel replied. We observe their patterns, their tactics, their weaknesses. If they believe humans are predictable, we show them otherwise. I like that approach. Over the next hours, she modified the ship's shield systems using unconventional energy routing. Lucas trained the crew in coordinated maneuvers designed to confuse enemy targeting systems. Maya continued sending diplomatic messages, carefully documenting every hostile action. The alien commander grew more aggressive. One day, a civilian stationed near the corridor sent an urgent distress call. It housed families, traders, and travelers from several species. The alien fleet surrounded it, demanding tribute. Lucas looked at Daniel. We can't just watch. Daniel hesitated. Acting without authorization could trigger war, but doing nothing would cost innocent lives. He made his decision. Horizon Star will intervene. Set course. As they approached, Daniel opened a communication channel. This is Captain Daniel Hayes of the human vessel Horizon Star. We request you stand down and allow civilians to evacuate safely. API, the alien commander responded with amusement. Human captain, you speak as if you have authority. You are alone. Daniel kept his tone calm. Authority is not required to protect lives. The alien ships moved closer, surrounding Horizon Star. Tension filled the bridge. Olivia whispered, shields holding steady. Lucas monitored weapon systems. They're targeting us, but not firing. Daniel understood what they wanted. They wanted humans to panic, to reveal weakness. Instead, he ordered the ship to hold position between the station and the alien fleet. Minutes passed, like hours. Finally, the alien commander transmitted another message. You show courage, human. But courage without power is meaningless. The alien ships withdrew slightly, allowing evacuation shuttles to leave the station. It was not a full victory, but lives were saved. Afterward, Maya spoke quietly. They are studying you as much as you study them. Yes, and they believe this is a game. Later that night, while most of the crew rested, a new message appeared across all galactic networks. It came from the Alien Alliance, broadcast openly for everyone to see. Humanity has been tested. Humanity has been found lacking. Humanity may withdraw or face the consequences of challenge. Lucas read the message with disbelief. They're humiliating us publicly. Daniel watched silently. Minutes later, a response arrived from Human Command. The message was short, simple, and direct. Well done! You've officially challenged the most dangerous species alive. Silence filled the bridge as the words echoed across the galaxy. Daniel felt a shift in the air, as if everything had changed. Humanity had accepted the challenge, not with anger, but with quiet confidence. Outside the window, stars shone calmly, unaware of the tension growing between civilizations. Daniel understood that the real conflict had not begun yet. This was only the opening move, and somewhere within enemy space, the alien commander smiled, believing they had awakened a weak opponent. They had no idea what humanity truly was. The message from Human Command spread across the galaxy faster than anyone expected. Every major communication network repeated the same words again and again. Many alien civilizations watched with curiosity, while others felt nervous. The statement sounded calm, but there was something behind it that felt dangerous. Captain Daniel Hayes stood on the bridge of the Horizon Star, reading new updates as they arrived. The crew felt a mix of relief and tension. Humanity had officially responded, but no one knew what would happen next. Lucas Grant leaned back in his chair. That message was bold. Do you think they expected something like that? Daniel shook his head slightly. No. They wanted fear or anger. Instead, we gave them confidence. Maya Collins watched the galactic news feeds carefully. Other species are already talking about it. Some believe humanity is bluffing. Others are worried we are preparing something they cannot understand. Olivia Brooks tapped rapidly on her console. Long-range sensors show unusual movement. Several human ships are entering nearby sectors, but they're not forming a standard battle formation. Daniel raised an eyebrow. Show me. The display revealed multiple human vessels appearing at different locations. None were moving toward the alien fleet directly. Instead, they spread out like a web. Lucas smiled. That doesn't look like a normal fleet response. It isn't, Daniel said quietly. Human strategy often focuses on flexibility. Within hours, reports arrived that alien supply ships had started disappearing. No explosions, no battles, just sudden silence. Human ships were intercepting cargo lines, disabling engines, and leaving crews unharmed. It confused everyone watching. Maya folded her arms thoughtfully. We are not attacking their main fleet. We are weakening their support. Daniel nodded. Without supplies, even a powerful force becomes vulnerable. The alien commander quickly sent another message. This time the tone was more serious. Human vessels are interfering with lawful operations. Withdraw immediately. Daniel listened to the recording and noticed something different. The commander no longer sounded amused. Lucas laughed softly. They're realizing we aren't playing their game. The Horizon Star received new orders from Human Command. They were to continue protecting civilian zones and gather intelligence, avoiding unnecessary destruction. Daniel agreed with the approach. He had seen too many wars begin with simple misunderstandings. If humanity could defend itself while avoiding large-scale conflict, that would be the best outcome. Days passed with growing tension. Human ships appeared suddenly across multiple systems, disrupting alien operations. Instead of massive battles, there were small strategic moves. Some alien captains grew frustrated because they could not predict human actions. One evening, a faint distress signal reached the Horizon Star. Lucas quickly identified it. It's coming from an escape pod. Human origin. Daniel's expression grew serious. Set course. As they approached, the pod's hull showed heavy damage. Inside were 3 survivors from a destroyed cargo vessel. They were weak, but alive. Medical teams brought them aboard. One survivor, a young man named Ethan Blake, struggled to speak. "They attacked us without warning," he said. They kept repeating that humans needed to learn their place. Maya listened carefully, recording his statement. Evidence like this would matter later during negotiations. Daniel stood quietly beside the medical bed. "You're safe now." They thought we would beg. Daniel did not reply, but his eyes reflected deep thought. Meanwhile, galactic observers began noticing a change in human behavior. Instead of responding emotionally, humans moved with patience. They helped civilians, protected neutral zones, and avoided unnecessary harm. Some alien leaders started questioning their earlier assumptions. The Alien Alliance responded by increasing pressure. A large fleet entered the sector near the Horizon Star. Their formation suggested a direct confrontation. Lucas looked at the screen. "They're bringing everything." "They want to force us into a traditional battle," Olivia added. "We would lose if we fought them head-on." Daniel nodded. "Which is why we won't." He ordered the ship to move toward an asteroid field nearby. The crew followed instructions without hesitation. Human ships began appearing around the area, positioning themselves in unusual patterns. The alien commander sent a direct message. "Human captain, you hide behind rocks. This confirms your weakness." Daniel responded politely, "We are protecting lives. Conflict is unnecessary." The alien commander ignored the message and advanced. As the alien ships entered the asteroid field, human vessels activated specialized equipment. Small drones appeared, creating false sensor readings. Enemy targeting systems began showing incorrect data. Lucas grinned. "They can't tell where we are." Olivia watched energy levels carefully, short bursts only. "We don't want to expose our full capabilities." Human ships struck quickly, disabling engines and weapons before retreating again. The attacks caused confusion rather than destruction. Alien crews struggled to respond to enemies that refused to stay still. Daniel observed everything quietly. He believed war should be the last option, but if forced, humanity needed to demonstrate its strength clearly. During one encounter, a damaged alien vessel drifted dangerously close to an asteroid. Its engines failed, and collision seemed inevitable. Lucas looked surprised. "Should we help them?" "They're enemies." Daniel answered without hesitation. Send rescue drones. Maya smiled slightly. That will confuse them. Human drones stabilized the alien ship and guided it away from danger. The alien crew sent no response at first. Later, a simple message arrived. Gratitude. News of the rescue spread quickly. Some alien citizens began questioning their leadership. Why were humans saving enemy lives? The alien commander, however, saw it differently. He accused humans of manipulation, claiming kindness was only another weapon. Daniel watched the situation grow more complicated. Every action created new reactions. But he believed consistency mattered. Humanity needed to show who they truly were. Another breakthrough came from Olivia. She developed a temporary energy boost that allowed the Horizon Star to move faster for short periods. It was risky but effective. Only a few seconds at a time, she warned. Daniel nodded. That's enough. Using the new system, the Horizon Star began appearing suddenly near vulnerable enemy points, disrupting operations before disappearing again. The alien fleet became increasingly frustrated. Maya received several secret messages from neutral species asking for information. Many wanted to understand human strategy. She carefully explained that humans preferred defense over conquest, but would not allow intimidation. One evening, Daniel stood alone near the observation window. Stars stretched endlessly before him. He thought about humanity's history on Earth. Humans had survived wars, disasters, and hardships. They learned through failure and adapted quickly. Lucas joined him. You look tired. Daniel smiled slightly. Just thinking. About the war? About how easily it could have been avoided. Lucas nodded. Do you think they regret starting this? Not yet, Daniel said quietly, but they will. Suddenly alarms sounded across the ship. Incoming transmission, Maya said quickly. Priority level. The alien commander appeared on screen. His expression was serious, no longer mocking. Human captain, your actions disrupt balance. You will stop or face total war. Daniel met his gaze calmly. We are defending ourselves. You may withdraw at any time. The commander's eyes narrowed. Then you accept the consequences. The transmission ended. Silence filled the bridge. Lucas broke it first. That sounded like a declaration. Daniel nodded slowly. Yes, the next phase begins now. Moments later, sensors detected massive energy signatures. The alien fleet was preparing for a large-scale assault. Outside the window, stars seemed colder than before. Humanity had moved carefully until now, showing only part of its strength. The alien alliance believed overwhelming force would end the conflict quickly. But Daniel understood something they did not. Humans did not grow weaker under pressure. They became more creative, more united, and more determined. As battle stations activated across the Horizon Star, Daniel gave his next order with calm confidence. Stay focused. Protect civilians first. Adapt to every move. The crew responded immediately, ready for whatever came next. And far across the galaxy, countless observers watched closely, realizing that the real test between humanity and the alien alliance had only just begun. The moment the alien commander declared total war, everything changed across the sector. Communication channels filled with alerts, movement reports, and warnings from neutral observers. Ships from both sides began shifting positions rapidly. Unlike before, the alien fleet was no longer testing humanity. They were preparing to crush them. Captain Daniel Hayes stood calmly on the bridge of the Horizon Star, watching sensor readings appear one after another. Large alien vessels moved into formation, creating a wall of firepower that would normally force smaller fleets into retreat. Lucas Grant leaned forward, eyes focused. They are forming a direct attack line. No more games. They want us to respond emotionally. We stay calm. Olivia Brooks adjusted energy distribution carefully. If they attack with full power, our shields will not last long in open space. Maya Collins added quietly. Other species are watching closely. Many believe humanity will either show true strength now or fall completely. Daniel understood the weight behind her words. This battle was more than survival. It would shape how the galaxy saw humanity for generations. Human Command sent updated instructions. Multiple human groups had formed across the sector, each acting independently but sharing information constantly. Instead of one large fleet, humans created a network that could adapt quickly. Lucas smiled slightly. They still think we fight like them. One leader, one fleet, one direction. Daniel replied, that assumption will cost them. The alien fleet advanced toward a strategic gateway, a narrow region between star systems that controlled access to several trade routes. If the Alliance captured it, they could isolate human colonies. Daniel knew they could not allow that. Human ships gathered near the gateway, but they avoided traditional battle lines. Instead, they spread out among debris fields and gravitational currents. Small drones moved silently, preparing the battlefield long before the enemy arrived. Maya received a message from another human commander, Aaron Blake, coordinating nearby units. His tone was calm but determined. Human ships would use the environment itself as a weapon. As the alien fleet entered the gateway region, unusual energy signals began interfering with their sensors. Asteroids shifted slowly under controlled pushes from hidden drones. Radiation bursts created false readings. Lucas watched the enemy formation break slightly. They're confused. Daniel gave a small nod. Good. Confusion slows aggression. The first exchange began suddenly. Human ships appeared briefly from hiding, fired precise disabling shots, and vanished again. The alien fleet responded with heavy weapons, but their targets were already gone. Olivia monitored energy levels carefully. We cannot keep this pace forever. We don't need forever, Daniel said. Only long enough. During the battle, Daniel noticed something unexpected. Some alien ships hesitated before firing. He realized that humanity's earlier rescue actions had affected enemy morale. Not all of them believed humans were monsters anymore. Maya opened communication channels toward enemy vessels. Broadcasting a general message, she said. We offer ceasefire discussions. Withdraw and we will stop. Most enemy ships ignored the signal, but a few reduced speed slightly, showing uncertainty. The alien commander appeared on screen again, anger clear in his expression. Human captain, your tricks will not save you. Daniel answered calmly. This is not about tricks, it is about survival. Energy beams filled space as both sides maneuvered through the gateway. Human ships avoided direct hits by using unpredictable movements. They adapted constantly, learning from each attack pattern. Lucas guided the Horizon Star through narrow gaps between drifting asteroids. His movements were precise, almost artistic. Olivia supported him by adjusting shield angles dynamically, absorbing damage that would have destroyed other ships. Meanwhile, Maya continued sending messages not only to enemies, but also to neutral observers, ensuring everyone understood humanity's actions were defensive. The turning point came when Olivia activated a synchronized defense system she had been developing quietly. Nearby human ships linked their shield frequencies, creating a temporary network that shared energy loads. Individual ships became harder to destroy because damage spread across multiple vessels. Lucas stared at the readings in amazement. That is incredible. Temporary solution, but effective. The alien fleet struggled to understand what was happening. Their weapons struck one ship, but the impact weakened across several targets. Confusion spread through their ranks. Daniel saw an opportunity. All units, focus on disabling engines. Avoid unnecessary destruction. Human ships followed the command precisely. One by one, enemy vessels lost mobility, drifting slowly instead of exploding. As the battle continued, Daniel received a private message from an unknown alien officer. The translation was slow, but the meaning became clear. We were told humans were fragile. You fight differently. Why? Daniel thought carefully before replying. Because survival does not require cruelty. There was no immediate response, but Daniel sensed seeds of doubt growing among enemy forces. Hours passed. The alien fleet lost momentum. Their initial overwhelming force had failed because humans refused to fight on predictable terms. The alien commander grew desperate. He ordered a massive energy charge from his flagship, preparing to destroy the gateway entirely if necessary. Maya's voice became urgent. If he fires, nearby systems will suffer severe damage. Civilians could be affected. Daniel knew he had to act quickly. Set course directly toward the flagship, he ordered. Lucas hesitated only for a second before obeying. The Horizon star moved forward, weaving between larger ships. Olivia increased power beyond safe limits. We cannot sustain this for long. I know, Daniel said quietly. As they approached, Daniel opened a direct channel. The alien commander appeared again, surprised by the bold move. You approach death willingly, the commander said. Daniel replied calmly, You have already lost. The commander's expression hardened. Impossible. You misunderstand humanity, Daniel continued. We adapt faster than you expect. Every moment this battle continues, your advantage disappears. For a brief moment, silence filled the channel. Then unexpected signals appeared on sensors. Several alien ships powered down weapons voluntarily. Others moved away from attack positions. Lucas looked shocked. They're hesitating. Your words reached someone. The commander shouted orders, trying to restore discipline, but doubt had already spread. The fleet's unity began breaking. Seeing this, Daniel ordered human forces to reduce offensive actions, hold defensive positions, show restraint. Human ships slowed their attacks, allowing enemy vessels space to withdraw safely. The sudden change confused many observers, but also reduced tension. Eventually, the alien flagship retreated slightly, canceling the energy charge. The battle ended not with destruction, but with uncertainty. As silence returned to the gateway region, Daniel felt both relief and exhaustion. Humanity had survived the largest assault so far, but the war was not finished. Maya received incoming messages from multiple alien factions requesting private communication. Some wanted to discuss peace. Others simply wanted to understand humanity better. Lucas leaned back, breathing deeply. We actually stopped them. We changed the battlefield, Olivia added quietly. They thought strength meant power alone. Now they see something else. Daniel looked out at the stars again. Humanity had proven something important today. Not that they were stronger physically, but that they were harder to break. Far away, the alien commander watched his fleet reorganize, realizing too late that by challenging humanity, he had awakened a species that thrived under pressure and grew stronger with every challenge. And somewhere in the silence between stars, the first true possibility of peace began to appear, though the final outcome was still unknown. After the battle at the gateway, silence spread across the sector like a deep breath after a long storm. Both fleets pulled back slightly, creating distance while tension remained strong. Many alien civilizations watched carefully, unsure whether the conflict would continue or finally move toward peace. Captain Daniel Hayes stood on the bridge of the Horizon Star, studying new reports arriving every minute. Damage assessments, diplomatic requests, and intelligence updates filled the displays. Human ships held their positions calmly, neither advancing nor retreating. Lucas Grant stretched his shoulders, still tired from the long battle. I thought they would attack again, immediately. They are thinking now. Doubt has entered their ranks. Maya Collins reviewed incoming messages from alien factions. Several commanders want to talk privately. Some believe the war has gone too far. Olivia Brooks adjusted energy systems to reduce strain on the ship. Good. Our engines need rest as much as we do. Human Command soon delivered new orders. Negotiations would begin if the alien alliance agreed to temporary ceasefire terms. Daniel's ship was chosen as one of the neutral meeting points because of its reputation for restraint during combat. Within hours, a small alien envoy approached slowly. Their ship moved cautiously, as if unsure whether humans would welcome them or trap them. Lucas watched carefully. They looked nervous. They should be, Olivia said quietly. Everyone is nervous right now. Daniel ordered shields lowered slightly to show trust. A communication channel opened, and the alien representatives appeared on screen. Their leader introduced herself as Commander Lyra, a tactical officer who had witnessed the Gateway battle. We seek understanding, she said. Your species fights differently than expected, Daniel replied calmly. We prefer cooperation. Conflict was never our goal. Lyra studied him silently before continuing. Many of our crews are confused. You saved enemy lives. You avoided destruction, even when you had advantage. Why? Daniel answered simply. Because survival without compassion leads to endless war. The words seemed to affect her deeply. She ended the call politely, promising to relay his message to others. He broadcast messages accusing humanity of manipulation and weakness hidden behind kindness. His fleet regrouped at the edge of the system, preparing for one final attempt to regain control. Maya sighed softly. He cannot accept change. Some leaders fear losing authority more than losing battles. Daniel understood. Pride could be more dangerous than weapons. Human Command requested Daniel to participate in a larger negotiation conference. Ships from several species gathered in a neutral zone between territories. Observers filled the communication channels, eager to witness history. The conference began with careful introductions. Human representatives emphasized stability, shared security, and mutual respect. They did not demand punishment or territory, which surprised many alien observers. Lucas whispered to Olivia, "If this works, it might change everything, or it might fail completely." During negotiations, Daniel spoke calmly about humanity's intentions. He explained that humans adapted quickly because their history was full of challenges. They had learned that cooperation often created stronger outcomes than domination. Some alien delegates seemed relieved. Others remained skeptical. Then, sudden alarms interrupted the meeting. Sensors detected a large energy surge from the alien commander's flagship. He had moved closer without permission, charging weapons at dangerous levels. Lucas looked at Daniel urgently. "He's going to attack during negotiations." Daniel felt disappointment more than anger. He believes fear will restore control. Human ships moved into defensive positions. But Daniel gave a surprising order: "Do not fire unless necessary." Olivia stared at him. "If he launches, we may not have time to react." "I know." The alien flagship entered the area aggressively, its weapons charged with overwhelming power. The commander appeared on every screen, his voice filled with determination. "This ends now. Humanity must learn its place." Daniel opened a private channel. "It does not have to end this way. You speak of peace while weakening us," the commander replied. "You turned my own fleet against me." Daniel remained calm. They chose to think for themselves. The commander hesitated for a moment, but pride pushed him forward. His ship prepared to fire. At that moment, human ships activated a coordinated maneuver. Instead of attacking, they created a layered energy field around the flagship, trapping it without destroying it. The technique used synchronized shield frequencies and gravitational anchors developed by Olivia and other engineers. Lucas watched in awe. "We locked him down without firing a single weapon. The flagship struggled but could not move. Its weapons powered down automatically to prevent overload." Silence filled the communication channels. Daniel spoke gently. "This is not victory through destruction. This is proof that conflict is unnecessary." Many alien delegates reacted with shock. Humanity had demonstrated overwhelming control while showing restraint. One by one, alien ships began powering down weapons voluntarily. Even some from the commander's own fleet turned away, signaling refusal to continue the fight. The commander stared at his screens, realizing he had lost not only the battle, but also the trust of his followers. Negotiations resumed quickly. This time, alien representatives listened more carefully. They accepted ceasefire terms that included shared patrols, trade protections, and conflict resolution councils involving multiple species. Maya guided the discussions with patience, ensuring all sides felt respected. Daniel focused on building trust rather than claiming victory. Lucas later asked him privately, "Why didn't you push for more? We had the advantage." Daniel answered simply, "Because lasting peace requires balance. If we humiliate them, the conflict will return later." Days passed as agreements were finalized. Human engineers, including Olivia, helped repair damaged stations and ships from both sides. Seeing humans working alongside former enemies changed many perspectives across the galaxy. News networks began describing humanity as the most dangerous species, not because of violence, but because of adaptability, intelligence, and emotional strength. One evening, Daniel walked through the ship's quiet corridors. Crew members laughed softly, relief visible in their faces. The long tension had finally begun to fade. He stopped near a viewing window where stars stretched endlessly into darkness. Maya joined him silently. "You changed how they see us," she said. "We changed how we see them, too," Daniel replied. She nodded. "Do you think peace will last?" Daniel thought for a moment. "Peace is never permanent. It must be built again and again." Outside, joint fleets formed for the first time, human and alien ships moving together on patrol missions. Former enemies now shared information and responsibilities. Lucas approached with a grin. "Orders just came in. We are assigned to exploration duty again." Olivia laughed softly. "Good. I prefer fixing engines over surviving wars." Daniel smiled as he listened to his crew. The conflict had tested them deeply, but it had also revealed humanity's true strength. The phrase that started everything spread across the galaxy with new meaning. "Well done. You've officially challenged the most dangerous species alive." Now everyone understood that the danger did not come from cruelty or conquest, but from humanity's ability to grow stronger, learn faster, and choose compassion even when power was within reach. As the horizon star turned toward new stars, Daniel felt hope for the future. Humanity had not only survived the challenge, they had transformed it into an opportunity for unity, proving that the greatest strength was not destroying enemies, but turning them into allies.